I am really tired, I'm sorry. So I need 6 holes. I like easy. Easy is good. I do like my braids. Good morning friends, Linda here from my fancy homestead. We are foraging this morning. It is very early, it is 6 o'clock and it is very very cold out there. Out here. Well, here, not there. There, it's there. Here is here. Never mind. Oh. Anyways, I am after some garlic. And guess what? I came to the place where they were last year and they're blooming and it is so magical. It is so quiet, probably because it's 6 a.m. and no one's up yet except for birds and us. So let's go and pick some. I have my basket and I'm ready. It is later in the year than I did last year and I don't mind. Last year they were not blooming yet. This year, wait, last year they had finished blooming. This year they haven't. I don't remember. Let's go in. Let's pop into the forest and start picking. Da-da-da. There are so many here. I'm trying to pick it from the middle and not touch the edges where the smaller plants are seeding themselves. So the big plants are going to be in a big patch. So the government guidance says you can't pick it from the small patches, but this patch is like about, I don't know, 50 by 50 meters. You can't take the bulbs with you because that's against the law. There was a story in the newspaper last year that a guy in one of the smaller villages went and cut all of their garlic off, all of the wild garlic he harvested, and then sold it to a restaurant. And then he went to the neighboring village, to their forest, and did the same. And he was actually charged with, yeah, I don't remember with something, but that's not a nice thing to do. You know, like destroying a whole wild garlic patch just because you want some profit. So take only enough for yourself. I'm gonna make some pizza dough today and I'm gonna make some salt because last year I made pesto, I liked it, but not that much, so I'm gonna experiment with something else this year. I'm basically taking only 1 leaf per plant and they are blooming if they are blooming, and if you come after me and you see the seed heads, just shake them around a bit, you know, because the seeds is where they're growing from. So let's do that. Look at that! Isn't that nice? I have picked up enough for myself, and I think the hardest bit is knowing when to stop and when you have had enough, and leave the rest for other people or for itself to seed and grow. I am not telling you where my spot is because, you know, people are cruel and they will pick everything clean if you tell them to. Besides, finding garlic is part of the sport, and the satisfaction you get when you actually find it is immense. One thing I can tell you, it likes wet places and forest. Good luck! I'll see you at home. I'm home. I do like my braids. So I just went outside and got some sage for the pizza dough that I'm gonna make with the garlic, and it is cold out there. So I have washed the garlic. This is the garlic that we picked, 360 grams. It doesn't look like it, looks like more, right? But it is 360 grams. And then this is the sage that I just washed as well, and it's out from my garden. It's very nice. It smells lovely. I want to make some garlic salt, and for that I basically read up on it, and I was like, I'm gonna make some garlic powder from these guys, you know, like just dehydrate them and then grind them up in the powder and store them that way. And then I read up that it is a lot better for the taste to store it in the salt. So you basically make garlic salt, and the ratio is 1 to 2. 1 part being garlic and 2 parts being salt. And you blend it all together and then you dry it out, and apparently it stores better and it's like doesn't clump up and stuff. So I'm thinking 100 grams of salt and then 50 grams of garlic, and then I will see how much that actually is in the salt portions. You know, like you kind of can measure it in your mind. That is 100 grams of salt. Do I double it up? I have enough garlic. So go 200 grams of salt and then 100 grams of garlic. The problem is I really like this salt, and I basically brought it over from Latvia because I can't find it in here, and it is rock salt and it is mined from an actual mine, and it's not iodinized, it doesn't have iodine in it, and it's just pure rock, and it's big and chunky. You know, like the super fine salt, I can never cook properly with it because I always grab a handful. Like I have a muscle memory of how much salt per pot approximation, but when I grab the really fine stuff, there's way more in my hand than normal because the crystals are a lot bigger in this one. In my mind, do I want to sacrifice potentially forever 200 grams of my super precious salt to potentially ruin it? Yeah, let's do this. You know, I'm trying to live by the things come and go, but experiences are the things that stay with you. Now we have 200 grams of salt in here, and then I'm just gonna add extra 100 grams of garlic on top of it. So to 300 grams. It's probably not gonna even fit the bowl because the leaves are just so large. This has been measured out. It's gonna sit there for a bit until I can get to it. Now we need to start on the dough of the garlic. I might have had too much garlic here, so I might be able to make a pesto as well. Who knows? I might be able to freeze it in oil. Oh, that's an idea. Have you ever, guys, frozen anything in oil? Vegetables? Herbs? Oh, there's a massive pigeon. There's a massive pigeon in my garden. He's like... Have you ever seen the wood pigeons? They're like big. They're not like city pigeons. City pigeons are like sleek. Wood pigeons are like... I've been eating everything in my vicinity. This is what I have left over after the garlic salt escapades. So I'm thinking I'm gonna split this in half. Half will go for pizzas and then half will go for freezing in oil, so I can add it to any dish that I'm cooking just as a starter, you know, any sauces or any kind of frying or anything like that. So I'm thinking this will go to be frozen. How much is it? About 100 grams. So 100 grams are going to be frozen. Just shoving it in here. And then we're gonna start on the dough. I need to chop these really finely, and I need to chop the sage as well because they will go into the mixer when I'm gonna start making pizza bases, and I will need to activate this as well. I keep my yeast in the freezer because I don't know, one of my friends said that it is better to do it that way, so I have been doing that, and it's mostly frozen all of the time and it seems to be working. Have I told you guys the story about my knife? Basically, I broke a knife. It used to be like a lot longer, but what happened was I ended up, well, we bought a chocolate orange, and you know the chocolate orange is made of segments, right? But we accidentally left it in the car, in the glove compartment. And it was super hot sunny day. It was like 35 degrees outside Celsius, and my chocolate orange melted into a chocolate glob. And then we went and got it. It was literally liquid, so we put it in the freezer. You see where this story is going, right? When it came out, out of the freezer, it had solidified and it still had like a kind of segment, so we tried to like get them in. And then I took this knife, I put it on top of it and took meat mallet and just like started banging to like dislodge it and make it fall apart. It did fall apart, but so did my knife. So there is, I don't have a knife anymore. I treat this as a cleaver now. For the pizza dough, I'm gonna do double batch and it's gonna be very easy, you know. I like easy, easy is good. So because I'm doubling the batch, single batch is 400 grams of flour, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, a pinch of salt and sage or garlic if you want it in the dough, and a pinch of salt. Did I say pinch of salt? Oh yeah, and a tablespoon of activated yeast. And then you just add the water as you go. But because I'm doubling it, 800 grams of flour, 6 tablespoons of olive oil. I have read on news that olive oil apparently is running out and we don't have enough. So I might need to start replacing things with different kinds of oil. The way I do oil is strange as well. So basically, I do not measure it. I push my finger in the flour and then I just fill the hole with the oil, and I think it's approximating a tablespoon. So I need 6 holes. If you want it, you can even do it in a smiley face. Let's do that. Does that look like a smiley face? Look at that. Who basically said that you needed to be serious when you were always cooking? 1, 2, 3, 4. Smiley, like really creepy face now. Isn't he cute? He's gonna be bestest of the boys. We just I basically mixed sage with the garlic. I chopped them both up and I evenly distributed. So I'm thinking I'm gonna mix half of this in here and then the other half will go into another batch. I'm gonna make double amount. It's gonna be too much. Look, there's enough for 2 more batches. So I'm gonna make another 2 batches because I love pizza and I can just freeze it. And then I have freshly home-baked pizza all of the time. The yeast is activating. You can see the little bloop bloop bloop. Then goes in. And then 2 pinches of salt. And now we just mix this. And then it needs to rise. And then when it's risen first time, we will be able to start baking. I was just looking for my dough hook for the mixer and Mark put it in the wrong drawer. I told you he likes to, when he puts the washing away, he puts it in random spaces and random places and I need to go and search for it every single time. It's like a treasure hunt. I'll make the rest of them now. I'm done. The 3 portions are here, they are slowly rising and they're doing their thing and they seem to be very happy. Now I just need to deal with the salt and the oil. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do it in the food processor again and I'm just gonna blitz all of these. I know I chopped them up, but in the same time I could just blitz them again with oil. Or do I just leave them like that and just mix the oil in? I'm gonna blitz them. Yeah, otherwise it's like, it's in a little like, little strips and the strips have a lot of like air room in betweeners. So I'm just gonna add some oil to that. I don't know how much. I'm thinking maybe 3 to 4 tablespoons. I am such a mess. I have found that I have like little bit of oil left in every single one. So I'm gonna use it up, all of it, so that I have a new bottle and I can start it and I will have only 1 bottle into the cabinet instead of like 27 little bits with something left over in a, see, wee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was 6 in this one. Hopefully that will be enough. It looks amazing. And now in the freezer it goes. My herbs are in a dehydrator and they are going. I have the garlic in the freezer as well. I need to tidy all this up and then I just need to wait for the dough to rise and then we're gonna start cooking. That's gonna be a long day today. I just finished cutting onions. That's why I'm putting them close to my face, because I want to cry some more. Now, actually, I prepared all of the toppings that are gonna go on the pizzas because the dough is ready. I have 3 hours. Look at it, isn't it cute? It's the best thing ever. It smells so good. Anyways, I have 3 hours before I need to go out, and I have 3 lots of 800 grams of dough. Each pizza is gonna be 200 grams. I'm gonna roll it out, shove it in my oven, bake it, and then I'm gonna put the, I need to do the tomato sauce and all the toppings, and then I'm gonna freeze it. And then when from frozen, sorry, my nose is really blocked. Oh, I'm still crying. And then from frozen, you can just shove it in the oven and cook it for 15 minutes and it's gonna be ready. And I'm doing the base cooking. Well, I'm cooking the base because no one wants a soggy pizza, right? And that goes in. I will need a long knife to pop the bubbles because as the dough is rising, there are bubbles inside. So if you manage to stab them just before they solidify and the dough cooks over, they collapse and basically you don't have bubbly pizza. Oh, and I need to get my tomato sauce out as well. I think I'm gonna be using the yellow and the red pizza sauce that we made together. So, yay, it's coming around. It smells so good. I wish I could transfer the smell towards the camera. Always smell your canned food because sometimes it's not okay and then you need to adapt. This one's definitely yellow and there is a difference when I'm putting them down next to the other pizzas to cool down. This one just looks different. Yay! I am just so hiccups, burpees. I'm just so happy about all of this that it has like worked. And the next jar I'm gonna be opening is gonna be the purple. I am done. 16 pizzas? Wait, I haven't counted them yet. 21 pizzas ready. 2 of them are vegetarian because I ran out of toppings, and yeah, I like pepperoni pizza, so these are mine. And Mark likes chicken pizza, so these are his. And we like different cheeses. I like mozzarella and he likes normal cheddar. This is it. I will flash freeze these except for 2 of them because they will... I am really tired, I'm sorry. Yeah, 2 of them. I will freeze them, and they're gonna be supper for tonight. But otherwise, I hope you liked it, and my garlic salt is almost ready. Yeah, I'm super happy about this. This is gonna feed us for a long time. Homemade pizzas with garlic, wild garlic and sage in the dough, and some toppings, and they're already pre-baked. It's like basically you buy in the store. Almost done. Thank you very much for watching, and if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe and all that jazz. I am so bad at asking this. I shall see you next time. Thank you. Bye, friends. Postscriptum. The salt is almost ready. You see that? And yeah, I just need to blend it, I think, in a coffee grinder, and it will turn out really, really well. Smells garlicky. I hope you enjoyed today. Bye, friends.